Hey everybody, it's Tommy G.
And it's PJ.
And we are on the road for one final game, the final game, the last game of the regular season. We find ourselves in sunny San Diego, California. One of my favorite stops on the road, actually. I do like a game at Colonial Plaza once in a while.
You and me both, partner.
And
beautiful place.
Yeah, so we had to play 43 other games to get to this one, but these Platypi are tough. Looking at paper, there's some names, you know. There's Willie Bacon, Wally Bacon's brother, Beefcake McStevens. I mean, come on, right?
Yes, sir. And they're battling it out up there, looking for a wild card position. So they're going to be dangerous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had their list of players, some of the ones that have changed, and I guess we'll just gloss over that because I accidentally went away from that page. But well. We got other games to tell you about to bring you up to where we're at, but let's tell you a little bit about where we are, Pete. We are the division champions. The Beewolves clinched the division in that last game against the Sirloins. We beat them. They're done with their season. No one could touch us now. We got the top of the trade division, and it looks like the Sirloins might be the other team getting in the playoffs, though, with the wild card.
Yeah, and wouldn't they just love to play spoiler for us in the playoffs?
Oh, boy. Well, last game against them, let me tell you, the bottom of the first, Buster Biggs popped this one out in a left field, which is far enough to bring in Pope Foster from third, and the Beewolves then grabbed the early lead. Deshaun Levon was on fire that day, Pete. He drops Damian Rush with style in the second inning, and then again in the fourth. He even gets in on the scoring in the bottom of the sixth with this looper in a left field, bringing in the second run for the home team. It was the Deshaun Levon game. I'd never seen him play like that. I didn't know he was capable of it.
Oh, I kind of not that overwhelming. I mean, both on the mound and in the box, he was just something to see, Tom. But he's shown flashes before, both at the plate and on the mound, individually before. But yeah, never seen him play a game where he's been able to put it both together. You know.
Yeah. Well, in the bottom of the seventh of that last game, then the Magic Moore tags one into center field, bringing in another run, making it 3-0 Beewolves. In the top of the eighth, though, Cat Stanza hits this line drive home run into the first row to put the Sirloins on the board and make it interesting. But then in the bottom of the eighth, Freddie Knox comes up, and he smashes this one off the wall in left center field, and ends up getting him a double and scoring 2 runs, making it a 5-1 game. But the game then ends when Beewolf reliever Tats Belfort delivers to Preston Adonimus, who rolls one to Dexteris, who makes the flip to first, and the Beewolves not only win their 8th straight game, they clinch the division against the team that held the title when the game started. What a comeback.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Beewolves kind of let things slip in the third quarter of the season, but they put on a great show. And as Tommy's pointed out several times, went on one of the longest winning streaks in team history to get back. The goal was to get back into the playoff hunt, and ultimately it winds up working out so well that they find themselves actually, the leader. they take the division.
Yeah, man, and I mean, just a couple games ago, even 1 or 2 games back, we thought we probably might not even make the playoffs. But yeah, what a turnaround they did. They won. They've been winning crazy. Can't be stopped. Anyway, we got 7 other games to tell you about. 2 of them are pretty interesting. You know, you got the Sawteeth, the Freebooters. That's going to put a little pressure on the Sirloins to make it. Although I think we're talking before the game, it doesn't sound like that's going to be enough. The Sandcats are also vying for a playoff berth in the other conference, the other Phoenix team. So they're hosting the Warblers. So why don't we start it off, Pete, with the Warblers wide loads game, all New York, out in New York. Why don't you start us there?
Yes, sir. Warblers taking on the wide loads. Wide loads fall behind early and wind up losing 8-1.
I'm sorry, that's not all New York. Warblers are from Colorado. The Blowfish at the Moose start, but it's Moose to finish, 7-9.
Houston Jacks taking on the Heaters, and it's a close battle, but the Heaters take it 2-1.
Freebooters visit the Arctics out in Tacoma, and the Freebooters win it 8-5.
Sawteeth taking on those same Freebooters. Freebooters jump out early. It's a back and forth battle, but ultimately Sawteeth 6-5.
Warblers to the Sandcats. Cats jump out in front. They stay their big win, 10-1, Pete.
The Nemesis take it on the Herbivores, and it's Nemesis out early, but the Herbivores come roaring back, and it's 8-6 Nemesis in 11.
Wow, so
holy cow.
Yeah, all right. So the season's not over for all these teams yet, but why don't you start us in the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division?
Pathfinder Division, the Blowfish sitting atop the Pathfinder with a record of 26-18. They find themselves with a tenuous half-game lead over the Philadelphia Freedom and the Crocodons, both of them trailing the Blowfish by a half game with records of 25-18.
Down in the Uncharted Division, you got the New York Wild Pigs, who've been at the top almost the entire season. Still one game out. They're 27-16. And following them, just behind them, is the San Diego Platypi we're about to face tonight, Pete. 26-17. They're a formidable team, only one game back, a plus 38 run differential, and they are fighting for their playoff lives, so they're going to be like a caged animal, like a caged platypi.
Yes, they are. Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers, with a record of 22-21, maintain a half-game lead over the Sandcats, who are sitting at 22-22. They finished the season at 500 and a half game back. They've got a +1 run differential, but it looks like it could be the end of the Sandcat season, and I do not believe they're going to get a sniff of the playoffs this year, Tommy.
Well, I don't know. I think they were in the hunt for the wild card, and it looks like the Grapplers have one more game to go. So if the Grapplers lost, I don't know. We'll see. It's possible. Anyway, Explorer Conference, Seafair Division, the Gold Coats, the blah 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 blah. Oakland, the California Gold Coats are 23-20. They've got a full 2-game lead ahead of last year's second place team, the Frontrunners, who made it all the way to the finals, beat us out of the playoffs last year. Frontrunners are 21-22 on the season.
And in the Trade Division, the Beewolves maintain their first place lead with a record of 25-18. They have a half-game lead over the Sirloins, who are in second place with a record of 25-19. The Sirloins done for the season, and they look like they may have a hold on the wild card position.
Yes. And now in the Curiosity Division, the best team in the league as of right now, the San Diego Moonstars, 28-15. They've got a full 3.5 game lead against the Sawteeth, so it looks like that's where it's going to end up for them. We talk about the wild card race real quick. Yeah, I mean, wow. These Platypi right now have the wild card.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Over in the Pioneer Conference, Wild Pigs, Blowfish, and Grapplers, all division leaders. They'll be into the playoffs. The wild card contenders right now, Platypi, 26-17 with a +38 run differential. But the Freedom and the Crocodons breathing down their neck. Really, the only team that you would think may have a chance are the Freedom. Their record 25-18. They're a game back, but they have a +40 run differential. So if they wind up finishing the season with the same record as the Platypi, or even better.
Yeah.
I mean, well, no, it would be the same record. That's the best hope they have. If the Freedom can tie them and still maintain their run differential without losing anything off the run differential, they could take the wild card. But that's some mathematics you got to do there, man. This
is a huge game for the San Diego Platypi team. The last game of the season, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're either going to get in the playoffs with a win or out with a loss, probably.
Yeah, because the Freedom have one more. They have one more game as well.
Yeah. Oh man. And then over on our side, the Moonstars, Beewolves, and Gold Coats all have their divisions basically wrapped up. Now it's the Sirloins who are the wild card contender. They're even record with the Sawteeth, but their run differential is much higher. So. It looks like they've wrapped it up.
Yep.
That what you see on the right.
I'm looking at those Moonstars, 28-15 with a +70 run differential.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right. Anyway, well, that brings us to today's game. Regular season game 44 of 44. Our last game is the 25-18 Beewolves. Can't believe they got their record after all this against the 26-17 Platypi, just a slightly better team on paper. Platypi are defensive experts. They got good contact, real good speed, real good defense. The rotation and pen is solid as well. We're going to be putting our best guy out there on the mound against them, the right-hander, Hurley Bender. Hurley throws the ball hard, puts crazy movement on it, and he's accurate. He's got a 5-3 record on the season, so he's going to end with the winning record regardless. He'd like to get that to a 6-3. He's got a 4.65 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP.
Yes, sir. And behind him, Laura Franco at first base is locked in. She's got excellent power, very good ability to connect, and very good speed on the base pass. She's hitting 400 with 11 home runs. Hanley Dexter is the superstar shortstop. Has a little bit better than average power. He's got good, very good ability to connect and very good speed on the base pass. He's hitting 374 with 13 home runs. And a locked-in Berth of Banks at third base with better than average power, better than average ability to connect, and about average speed on the base pass. She's hitting 392 with 6 home runs.
All right. We're going to be going up against the Platypi starter, Scott Hughes, the right-hander. Hughes throws the ball hard enough. He doesn't put a whole ton of movement on it, but he's accurate, which is what he's known mostly for. He's got a 4-2 record on the season, too, so he's also going to end the season with a winning record regardless. He's hoping to go 5-2. He's got a 3.21 ERA and a 102 WHIP. He's got better stats than Hurley.
Yes, he does. Yeah, we're going to have to really kind of get him throwing pitches. Beefcake McStevens at third base with good power, very good ability to connect, and good speed on the base pass, hitting 341 with 8 home runs. Wally Bacon in center field with a little bit better than average power, good ability to connect, and better than average speed on the base pass. He's hitting 241 with 4 home runs. And then, is it Scott Sandberg?
Scooter
Sandberg. Of course it is. Over at first base. He's got better than average power. He's got good ability to connect and less than average speed on the base pass. He's at 331 with 11 home runs.
All right. Well, that's going to give us we're getting a lineup from the assistant coach. Looks like this. Hanley Dexter is going to play center field and bat first. Batting second, and in left field, Buster Biggs. At first base, the locked-in Laura Franco. She'll play first, and she'll bat third. Batting cleanup, Ruby Green, the DH. Ruby Green's going to be inserted in the lineup, obviously, because we're in the other conference building. Bertha Banks is going to play third base. She's also locked in. She'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, Steve Monstour, the catcher. Batting seventh, Freddie Knox is going to play second base. He's filling in for... I guess he's playing second base. I'm sorry. Just screwed me up there. Right field, Billy LeBoink batting eighth, and his shortstop, Gina Torrance. Gina's going to play shortstop, secondary position, because Hanley's out in center field, filling in for Magic Moore, who is tense. That is the whole reasoning for all the thing. And then Hurley Bender is going to pitch today. He throws a forefinger, the two-finger, the cut finger, the curveball, and the slider. And Pete, these San Diego Platypi are hoping to make sure both San Diego teams make it into the playoffs this very season.
And the Phoenix Beewolves are ready to play spoiler.
Yes.
It's overcast over here in Colonial Plaza today.
Yep. Foreboding.
And here we go.
Whew. I don't know. All right.
Here we go.
All right. Roll the bones.
All right, the Platypi going batting first, O'Wugliams, the catcher. Batting second, Bacon in center field. Rodriguez, the designated hitter. McStevens at third base. Sandberg at first. Stamberg in left field. Bass playing second base. Hand in right field. And then somebody else. So as the Platypi take the field, Hanley Dexteris, Buster Biggs, and Laura Franco will grab a bat. And they are going to get ready to face off against Scott Hughes and his 3.21 ERA. Hanley Dexteris is neutral and fit, known around the league as a tough-out utility player. Hughes delivers the first pitch. Outside, ball one. That one's outside as well, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to Hanley Dexteris. That's off the plate, ball 3. 3-0. Hughes is walk prone. And he does it in 4 pitches, so he puts the dangerous Hanley Dexteris on first with a leadoff walk.
Yeah, it was unexpected here. The crowd was just pushing the playoff vibes, and the wind just hushed out of the sails. That's a little liner straight to Lopez for the first out.
Laura Franco, the first baseman's locked in and fit, hitting .400, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs. Dexter's at first base with 1 out. First pitch from Hughes is in the dirt, ball 1. That one's inside, ball. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a smash, and that's going to get to the shortstop. Lopez is going to flip it to second, but they will not turn 2. So they get Dexter's at second base, but Laura Franco beats out the throw to first. 2 down now.
That's that strong defense by the Platypi. Ruby Green now 344 on the season. Pitch fouls it off. 0-1 the count. 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. That one's in the same spot. He's already get her to chase it again. We're even at 1 apiece. That one's low, ball 2. 2-1 now. The pressure up here in San Diego. That one's right in her wheelhouse. She hits it the left field. It's going back, waving it off at the track. That's going to be caught by Stamberg.
All right. Well, they saw some pitches from Hughes as we head into the bottom of the first. Hera O'Wugliams, Willie Bacon. Sky Rodriguez going to face Bender in his 4.65 ERA. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Beewolves in the top half of the first.
All right, O'Wugliams, I'm sorry. 216 on the season. We're on our way here on the bottom. That first one's there for a strike. Bender getting the signals from Steve Monstour today. She fouls that one into her dugout. Quickly 0-2. Bender's got her in the hole. Number 50 comes right at her. Swings, fouls that up off the fence back here. Still 0-2. Pops that one up into the shallow infield. Laura Franco takes 2 steps, waving it off. She's going to catch that for the first out. And it looks like a defensive game so far. Here's Willie Bacon, Wally's brother. Wally plays for the New York Wild Pigs. Willie's hitting .241 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. And he watches the first one go in there for the ball. We'll know the count. That one's in there for a strike, and now Bacon's got the safety off. Bacon, a good contact hitter. Swinging and a miss, strike 2. No contact on that one, though. 1-2, and Bender is in control. Nice breaking pitch, but he pulls it foul down the third base line. Still 1-2 to Bacon. It's that one over Laura Franco's head into right field. Billy LeBlanc's going to pick that up, throw it in, and that's going to be a clean single for the Platypi. They get their first on base, but with 2 outs. Sky Rodriguez now comes up at 315, 10 home runs, 29 RBIs. First one misses inside, ball 1 to Rodriguez. Pressure up a little bit. Pushes that one out, foul down the first base line. Now we're even at 1 apiece. Only 1 out. I'm sorry, 1 out to go. That one misses outside. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. We're not at 2 apiece with 1 out. Nice breaking pitch, and Bender puts her down. Pleased with himself there. He kind of wanted that one. Now this brings in Beefcake McStevens. We know Beefcake. We know what he can do. He's hitting 341 in this season with 8 home runs, 34 RBIs. Bender goes right at him for that first one. Strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. Pressure up. Bottom of the first. No score here in San Diego. Hits a hard foul ball back behind the plate. And Bender's got him in a hole 0-2. He anticipated the middle in, but it missed. 1-2 the count now to Beefcake McStevens. Looking for the right signal. Gets it. Throws it. That's a foul ball down the third base line. Souvenir. That one's hit hard to Gina Torrance, who's going to go to second for 1. Oh, that's all they needed.
So the Platypi pick up a hit, but that's about it. So it's still nothing as we head into the top of the second. Bertha Banks, Steve Monstour, and Freddie Knox going to face off against Hughes, who threw 12 pitches in that first inning and gave up 1 walk.
The third baseman,
Bertha Banks locked in and fit, hitting .392 with 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. Hughes delivers. Swing by Bertha Banks. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bertha Banks. There's a ground ball to Beefcake McStevens over at third. He'll make the throw to Sandbrick, and Banks comes down.
Steve Monstour. I wonder if we should have changed the lineup a little bit for the playoffs. Let some of the other players play. But Monstour takes his first pitch on the outside corner, 1-0 the count. Here in the top of the second. That's a hard hit to center field. It's going back, but it's higher than it is long. That's going to be cut deep. Willie Bacon for 2 down.
2 down. Freddie Knox, the second baseman, stepping in. He's neutral and fit, hitting .329 with a home run and 18 RBIs. 2 outs in the top of the second. First pitch from Hughes is in there for called strike. Strike one. Allen's inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a smash. That's going to get into the outfield. That's going to go all the way back to the wall. Freddie Knox is rounding second, and he's going to hold up at second.
All right.
He's going to stay at second.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah.
Nice
Well,
double.
I thought for sure that was going to be a triple, but a double will take.
Billy LeBoyk now coming up hitting 365, 4 home runs. The ball-prone Scott Hughes is throwing 20 pitches. His 21st, right in the inside corner, strike 1. 0-1, 2 outs. Pressure up now. High and outside, misses ball 1. And it looks like LeBoyk wants him to throw some pitches as well. Reaches out, pulls that one foul towards his dugout, 1-2. That one's right in there, hits straight as a liner to center field, and Bacon's going to grab that to end the side.
Dang, nabbit. But the Beewolves pick up a hit as well, so it's both Beewolves, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Platypi, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Scooter Sandberg, Morton Stanberg, and Dion Bass going to face Bender, who threw 19 pitches with 1 strikeout in the first inning. Scooter Sandberg, the first baseman's known as an RBI dud, but he's hitting .331 with 11 home runs, 27 RBIs. For a dud, not bad.
Yeah, not too Dudley.
First pitch is inside, ball 1. Energy Squelch Light. Get some.
I will.
Inside, ball 2. Pour it down your throat. Oops. Spit on the microphone. That's it for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Scooter Sandberg. Sandberg leading off the bottom of the second. That's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. To the Platypi first baseman.
Playing first base.
Bender delivers as a slow roll. Oh, a bounce. Crazy bounce off the pitcher's mound. But it was Torrens who was able to follow it, make the grab, and throw him out at first base. So Morton Stanberg, the left fielder, stepping in. Stanberg, 319, 8 home runs, 36 RBIs. This guy's been a big contributor to the Platypi push. Ball 1. That's somebody copyright that. Somebody copyright that. Platypi push. I don't want to see buttons or T-shirts unless I'm getting paid. There's a shot right to Freddie Knox. He'll pick it up. It's a hard hit line drive. He plucks it out of the air. Dion Bass now the second baseman, neutral and fit, hitting .220 with no home runs, 9 RBIs. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Nobody on. First pitch from Bender's low, ball 1. Dion Bass, not a big participant in the Platypi push. Gina Torres is going to pick that up, make the quick throw to Laura Franco. 3 up, 3 down. We're heading into the top of the third. It's a little bit of a rope-a-dope here. They're going back and forth. Gina Torrens first at bat. Hadley Dexteras with a walk, and Buster Biggs 0 for 1. Hughes at 24 pitches with a walk and a hit. Hazy day out there, Tommy. Colonial Field.
You can feel the tension.
Torrens hitting .252 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. That one's outside, ball 1. There's a smash. That's going to get into the outfield for a clean single for Gina Torrens. So leadoff single.
That one was right down the pipe. He shouldn't have thrown that one to Gina. Handley, shortstop, walks early. Got a fast runner at first base. No outs. On the inside corner, strike 1 to Handley. There she goes on the second pitch. That one's all the way in the dirt, and she's going to stand in there. She gets to second base now. She's in scoring position with no outs. Pete, the pressure's up here now in San Diego. They got to play pitch to get out of this thing. Pretty difficult. 2-1 to Handley. That misses high and inside, ball 3. He's ball prone, and it's a hitter's pitch. Right in there. Strike 2. Now we got a full count. Handley's a tough out. 32nd pitch by Hughes. It's hit hard to deep center field. It's going back to the wall, and it's over. Over, Pete. Hadley Dexter is still vying for the home run contest. Hits that one .426 is his 14th home run and 28th RBI this season. And just like that, the Beewolves vault themselves out in the lead.
I'll take that. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, stepping in neutral and fit 0 for 1 today. Hitting .297 on the season with 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. First pitch is inside, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Biggs. That one's high, ball 3. Hughes seems to be struggling right now. He's walk prone. That's ball 4, and Biggs will take a base. So again, runner at first base with nobody out, and in steps Alora Franco.
There's a lot of nail biting going on in the seats right now, Pete. The fans are starting to get a little nervous. Scott Hughes throwing a 37th pitch way outside. Buster Biggs has got speed. 1-0 count there. That one's hit hard up the middle line drive. Let's go back to Bacon, catches it, and Buster's going to have to come back. He was ready to go for third.
Yeah, the Beewolves are hitting it to straightaway center. They need to start pulling them. Ruby Green, the first baseman, stepping in. Runner at first base with 1 out. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And there goes the hit and run, and that's going to get into left field for a clean single. So runners now at first and second with 1 out. And Bertha Banks stepping in. She's neutral after that ground out. Her first time up. She's lost a little bit.
Yeah, the crowd's starting to get upset here with their Platypi. She pulls one hard down the first base line, 0-1 the count. 2-0 Beewolves, top of the third. Only 1 out with runners at first and second. Looked like a pitch out almost. Or even at 1 apiece to Bertha Banks. Bertha, dodges out of the way. That one, 2-1. Bertha could take one over the wall as well, Pete. That one's right in for a strike. Now we got 2-2. Swings his little roller, but that's going to be foul. Still 2-2. The crowd getting into it, trying to get their team in. That one's hit past the mound, and that's going to bring the runner around from third. She's going for home, and they get her.
Oh, come on.
What a throw by Bacon out in center field.
Steve Monstour, the catcher. He's up 0 for 1. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Monstour stepping in. Yeah, it was a good throw from center. It still looked pretty close. The first pitch to Monstour's in there for a strike. Make that 2 strikes. Hughes now. Is Monstour on his heels. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's 2 outs. That's up in the air in the center field. Now Wally Bacon's under it to make the catch for the 3rd out. But the Beewolves put 2 runs on the boards on 4 hits. So it's now Beewolves 2, Platypi nothing. Linda Hand, Charlie Lopez, and Hera O'Wugliams going to come up. O'Wugliams 0 for 1 on the day.
285, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. That's about it. First at bat for the evening. Watch the first one outside corner. Didn't like it. 0-1 the count. Little bounce in the hips. Check swing inside corner. Ball 1, or 1 apiece. Mostly a power hitter. She fouls that one off down her own duck towards the Beewolves dugout. 1-2 to Linda Hand. Linda's got 4 long balls in the season, 15 RBIs, hitting 285. Swinging him a strike 3, and Bender puts another Platypi batter away. The fans here hoping to get some offense going by their playoff contender, Charlie Lopez. Really good contact hitter, but a little tense right now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Cody Bender closing in on 35 pitches. There's 34, fouled off. And again, he's got another batter. 2 down in the hole. That one almost got past him. Swung, fouled it off. Still 0-2 by Hurley. Looking for the right signal. Gets it, winds up, throws the ball. Swings, fouls that one off as well. And Lopez is making Bender throw now. Getting up that pitch count, fouling him off. He's a good contact hitter even when he's tense. Not much power. He's hitting 217 with 1 home run and 13 RBIs in the season, by the way. Ooh, that one up near the hands misses. 1-0 count. Belfort goes right at him again. There's a roller to Bertha Banks, who picks it up bare hands, throws it to first, and gets the out, but it took a while to get there. And now it's Hera O'Wugliams' turn. She's 0 for 1 on the day. We finally come around the lineup, the crowd on their feet. O'Wugliams, the catcher, is a good hitter. Watches the first one inside for a strike. Smiling is O'Wugliams, who's confident. Watches that one go outside. We're even at 1 apiece. What do you think of that? Bender throws check swing strike 2. 1-2. He likes to stay ahead of his batters. Let's see what he does here. Comes right at her, strike 3. Another K by Bender, Pete. Wow.
Let's get him lit up.
Ugh.
So as we head into the top of the 4th, it's Beewolves 2, Platypi nothing. Freddie Knox 1 for 1 with a double. Billy LeBoink 0 for 1, and Gina Torrance 1 for 1. Hughes at 50 pitches, giving up 2 walks and 5 hits. Freddie Knox, the second baseman's 1 for 1 with a double, hitting .337 with a home run. Knox and Soxon.
The Knox man. Fort Knox. First one gets past him
Yes,
strike.
sir.
0-1 the count. Second one misses outside corner. Doesn't chase. Good patience. One apiece. That one's right in there. He hits a liner on the ground. A Bass picks it up at second. Throws the first. One down.
Up steps Billy LeBoy, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. Favors the high pitch. Hughes at 53, make it 54 pitches. That one's in there for called strike. Strike one. There's a end that's going to land in front of Bacon for a clean single into center field. So a one-out single for Billy LeBoy, the right fielder.
I like it. Works for me. Gina Torrance. Scott Hughes looking a little tense now, but he comes right in with a strike. Oh, when they count to Gina. You got a real slow runner at first base. That one's high. She fouls it off the wall. Now 0-2. Gina Torrance in the hole. She does not chase. He tried to get her going outside. It's a good pitch selection. Goes the same spot. He thinks she wants that outside one. There's 2-2. He's going to come back inside now. Oh, it misses a little bit high. Now we got a full count. But one out, and he's ball prone, so he goes right at her. She hits that one to deep center field. It's going back, but Bacon's going to grab that in, so the runners come back to first. We got 2 outs.
Dag-nabbit. Hanley that stares the shortstop, neutral and fit, known as a tough out. 1 for 1 with a home run, a walk, and 2 RBIs. He's at 377 this season. Got that 14 home runs. I'm not sure where the mark is. That one's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. There's a hard line drive right to Sandbrick, who didn't have to move. Almost caught that as out of self-defense. That thing was coming right at him. Beewolves 2, Platypi nothing as we head into the bottom of 4th. Wally Bacon 1 for 1. Sky Rodriguez 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Beefcake Stevens 0 for 1. Hurley Benders still pitching. Wally Bacon, the center fielders, 1 for 1 with a single. He's neutral and fit. Getting a lot of work out in center field. Beewolves flying out to center field quite a bit. And there's a roller to Gina Torrance, who's going to pick it up, make the throw to Laura Franco. She kind of lofted that in there. It didn't have any pop on it whatsoever. Sky Rodriguez is stepping up. She's tense but fit. 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far today for Rodriguez, the designated hitter. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. 1-0 to 0-1 to Rodriguez. There's a roller to Knox. He's going to pick that up. Take his time, make the throw to Franco for the second out. So 2 quick outs, and in steps Beefcake McStevens, the third baseman. He's neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. McStevens, though, big power hitter. He can really hurt you if he gets a hold of one, but he doesn't get a very good hold of that one, and that's a pop-up to Billy LeBoy, who's going to make the catch for the third out. So 1-2-3 in the Platypi half of the 4th. As we go into the top of the 5th, it's still Beewolves 2. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 with a walk. Laura Franco 0 for 2. And Ruby Green 1 for 2. Hughes at 63 pitches with 2 walks and giving up 6 hits. Buster Biggs 0 for 1 with a walk and 297.
Yeah, it feels like the Beewolves are in control of this game. That one's hit past the mound. Oh, a tough dive. A good stop by Lopez, but he couldn't quite pick it up. It doesn't get out, but that's going to be a single by Buster Biggs. First pitch.
Yes, sir. Laura Frankel's locked in and fit. 0 for 2 today. Buster Biggs over there at first base with no outs. Hughes delivers. Called strike. Strike 1. And there's a shot that's going to get into center field. That'll drop in front of Bacon. And Buster Biggs was off of the pitch, so he's in the second safely. 2 on now with nobody out. Ruby Green stepping in.
Ruby Green up now. He's got runners at first and second, no outs. Pops that one up in left field. That's going back, but that's going to be caught at the track by Stamberg. The runners have to come back.
Oh well. 2 on with a 1 out. Bertha Banks 1 for 2 with a single. She's locked in and fit, so Banks is back to being locked in. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Hughes outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Hughes up to 69 pitches. That's fouled off. Evens the count up at 1-1. That one's in there for a called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bertha Banks. Swing and a miss, and Bertha Banks strikes out. So 2 outs now with runners at first and second.
Good pitch by user. Steve Monstour. What? You think what?
I think I'm getting whatever you got.
Excuse me. First one's in there. Ball. 1-0 count. Steve Monstour. Second one's in the ball. 2-0 count. Steve Monstour. 2 out still.
No,
hard liner straight to center.
Dang,
Pick that up and in that side.
Dang, oh, well, again, another opportunity squandered by the Beewolves. They got to stop doing that. It's still Beewolves 2, Platypi nothing. Scooter Sandberg, Morton Stamberg, and Dion Bass all 0 for the day coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Bender at 47 pitch strikeouts. Only giving up 1 hit so far, Tommy.
Yeah, he has, but Bender's doing real well today, though, tonight. Looking like he's in control. The Platypi are going to have to solve him if they want to make the playoffs. First one misses inside ball, 1-1-0 count. This is ball 2. Are they closing in on 50 pitches? That one's right there. It's going to be... Oops. Oh, it gets past Berth Banks. Buster Biggs is going to throw for second. They're going to hold him up at first. So that's a clean signal right down the line. Third base line.
Fielder, Morton Stanberg.
All right, Morton Stanberg up now. I didn't see what he was on the day. Mostly a power hitter, but good contact as well. Check swing strike 1 inside corner. He stands pretty tall and confident. That was hit right to Torrance, who grabs that out of the air. Line drive out. 1 down. Dion Base. He's a good contact hitter. Bender's locked in. Fouls that one back off. 0-1 the count. Slow runner at first base. Fouls that one off towards his own dugout quickly. 0-2. Brody Bender's 55th pitch. Low. Breaks the bat. He's got to grab another stick. It's a new one. Is it lucky? Check swing strike 3. No, it is not. Early Bender gets another K, and the fans getting a little impatient. They know the Platypi need to turn it around here. And Linda Hand comes up. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. And not a whole lot of hits by the Platypi. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. That one's hit hard down the line. Foul. First base line. 0-2. Fouls that one back off as well. Still 0-2. Curly coming right at her. Pitch 60. She hits a roller past the mound. Torrance comes up. And they're not going to get her in time. That ball slowed down in the grass. And now you got runners at first and second. And Charlie Lopez is up. But it's still looking a little tense. Good contact hitter. Watch the first one there. Check swing, strike 1. Pressure up now. Lopez hits that one past the mound. That goes into center field. Dexteris picks it up. He's coming home. Oh, no, he's going to third. To make sure nobody just goes back. What the heck? All right. And the Platypi are on the board now. 2-1. The crowd has something to cheer about. Hurley at 62 pitches. Fouls that one off. Beewolves going to hold it together here, keep this win going. That one goes right past Bender into center field again. And he's going to go. And they're getting that second run now. It's a tie ball game at 2 apiece. All of a sudden, the Platypi are hitting Hurley Bender. And now the pressure coming up even more. Anticipated. Holy cow. Almost broke the ball on that one. 0-1 the count. Swinging him a strike 2. Bender not letting it get to him. Swinging him a strike 3. Bender ends it with a K, and Bacon smashes the bat.
But they put 2 on the board, tying the game, so it's now 2-2 as we head into the top of the 6th. Freddie Knox, 1 for 2 with a double. Billy LeBoyk, 1 for 2. And Gina Torrance, 1 for 2. Hughes at 74 pitches with 1 strikeout, giving up 2 walks and 8 hits.
The second baseman.
Freddie Knox, 1 for 2 with a double. Feeling neutral and fit. Scott Hughes delivers. Outside, ball 1. That one's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Freddie Knox. There's a smash. That's going to get caught by a diving Lopez, the shortstop, who robs Freddie Knox of a single.
Wow. Well, the fans into it now. They're on their feet, hoping this Platypi can keep it going and clamp down on the Beewolf offense. That one misses ball 1. Pressure still up here, though, at the top of the 6th. Billy LeBoyk can take him out. He's knotted up at 1 apiece after that foul ball, third base line. That one's in there for strike 1 and 2, and swings, fouls it off. 1-2 the count still. He knows what he likes, and he fouls another one into his own dugout. Scott Hughes at 83 pitches right there. Oh, he does not chase the lone away. Good pitch selection, 2 apiece. Doesn't chase that one either. Now we got a full count. He's ball prone, and that's Oh, right. Just misses. Good patience, Billy LeBlanc. I thought that was going to land in there.
No, sir. Billy LeBlanc will trot down to first. Gina Torrens now 1 for 2 with a single. That's going to be the end of Scott Hughes' day. So Scott Hughes will take a seat, and in comes Remington Sharp, the relief pitcher. Sharp with a 2.36 ERA, a 0.87 whip, and 29 Ks. He's neutral and fit. He's got better than average. He's got pretty good velocity, less than average junk, and he's got excellent accuracy. He's fully rested, but he's known as a K-dud. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a slider. 1 out with a runner at first base in the top of the 6th. Tie ball game, 2-2. First pitch from Sharp is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's over the outside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out to Gina Torrens. That one's popped up into right field, but with a 1 out, LeBlanc's going to be standing at first base. Linda Hand makes the catch out there in right field for the 2nd out. So 2 down now, and in hand steps Stanley Dexteres.
Bex. Yeah, Dexteres got a slow runner at first base. Remington Sharp's throwing him in much quicker. That one's in there 0-1 the count. Pressure way up now to Handley. Fouls that one back, and he's 0-2. He's got him in a hole, but he's a K-dud against the tough out. Ooh, that one misses ball. 1-2 the count. That one's popped up into left field. Is it going to land into a gap? And it's caught by Stanberg on the run.
All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. Beewolves 2 runs on 8 hits. Platypi 2 runs on 5 hits. Sky Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Beefcake McStevens 0 for 2. And Scooters Sandbrick 1 for 2. Hurley Bender at 67 pitches. God, that last inning was just horrible. Sky Rodriguez is tense but fit. She's got power versus left-handed pitching. Unfortunately, she's facing a right-hander. Rodriguez, the designated hitter, is 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Sky Rodriguez. Bender delivers outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sky Rodriguez. Bender going to deliver his 70th pitch right here for a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So now Rodriguez has fallen behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with no outs. Oh. And that catches the outside low corner for a called 3rd strike. And Bender racks up another one. So 1 down. Beefcake McStevens, the 3rd baseman, steps up. He's 0 for 2 today. Bases are empty for McStevens. Pitches in it for called strike. Strike 1. That's a roller back to Bender. Will pick it up and make the throw to Laura Franco for the 2nd out. So 1-2, and Scooter Sandberg, the first baseman, he got things going in the last inning. He's 1 for 2 with a single. 2 outs now with nobody on, and Sandberg standing in the batter's box. Bender delivers. He fouls that one off along the 3rd baseline. No balls, 1 strike to Scooter Sandberg. There's a roller that's going to get to Knox, who will pick it up, double pump, make the throw to Franco. 3 outs. 1, 2, 3 in the Platypi half of the 6th. So we're going into the top of the 7th, still knotted up at 2. Buster Biggs 1 for 2 with a walk. Laura Franco 1 for 3, and Ruby Green 1 for 3. Remington Sharp threw 7 pitches in his brief appearance in the 6th inning. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Biggs hitting .302 with 6 home runs, 24 RBIs though. First pitch from Sharp is high, ball 1. Allen's going to be hit to the 2nd baseman. Bass will pick it up, make the throw to Sandberg for the 1st out. 1 down.
You got 1 down there. All right, the locked-in Bertha Banks, 1 for 3 with a single. 399 on the season. 11 home runs, 31 RBIs. Ooh, that one comes across but misses. 1-0 the count. Pressure's still up. I think the pressure's up this whole game. 2 quick balls. That one's hit hard to her. Then she goes deep to right field. That's going to be gone, Pete. That is way back over the wall. Into the concourse in right field. Laura Franco chewing gum while she runs the bases. That one went 393 feet. It's her 12th and 32nd RBI of the season. She's in the running as well, Pete.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And in steps Ruby Green, the first baseman. She's 1 for 3 today with a single. She's known as an RBI man. Beewolves recaptured a lead, 3-2. Ruby Green gets a hold of that. It's a fluke fly into center field. Dion Basso is able to make the catch from his 2nd base position.
Well, the Platypi hoping to clamp down here and keep in this game. It's now 3-2 Beewolves. First one misses inside to Berth the bank. Second one's in it for strike outside. One apiece. That one's right to her, but she fouls it off. 1-2. But the K-Dud, Remington Sharp, comes right at her, but it's a liner straight in the rubber bass to end the side.
Yes, sir, but the Beewolves pick up one more in the top of the 7th and making it 3 runs on 9 hits. Platypi 2 runs on 5. Morton Stanberg 0 for 2. Dion Bass 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Linda Hand 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Bender at 75 pitches with 6 strikeouts on the day, Tommy.
Wow. I'm thinking he may get a couple more, too. Morton Stanberg 0 for 2. Yeah, we start the inning with pressure up. That one's hit toward the Beewolves dugout. Foul, 0-1 the count. To Stanboig. Hard hit down the line, way foul. Luckily for the Beewolves. 0-2, but the crowd liked that display of power. Fouls that one as well. So far, he hasn't gotten... He's hit everything that Hurley's thrown. Swing and a strike 3, except for the last one. And Hurley doesn't get a seat.
The second baseman, Dion Bass.
That brings in Dion Bass, 0 for 2. Basically contact hitter. Fans hoping for Bass to get on. Give them a hope of the postseason dream. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bass, though. Bender's not an easy guy to hit, and he fouls that one off. He's quickly 0-2 in the hole. Really, Bender closing in an 82nd pitch right there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bender's delivering the K's late game. And the crowd getting dejected here. Linda Hand coming in 1 for 2. Linda Hand doesn't look amused. She's ready to go to town, and that check swing, strike 1. Didn't like that first pitch, but it doesn't matter. 0-1 the count. Hurley is locked in. Check swing, strike 2. She's yet to like one. Bender going right at her. Oh, she does not chase the high pitch. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. 1 more to go. Bottom of the 7th. It's the liner down the first base line. That foul. Hurley Bender closing in on 90 pitches. Still some gas in the tank, though. Not really faltering yet. Ooh, that one whistles outside, misses low. We're at 2-2-2. My favorite count. Bam! Right at her. Another K. 3 Ks this inning.
Yes, sir. Somebody wants this game. The Beewolves heading in at the top of the 8th. Beewolves 3, Platypi 2. Steve Monstour 0 for 3. Freddie Knox 1 for 3 with a double. Billy LeBoink 1 for 2 with a walk. Sharp at 17 pitches, giving up 1 hit.
The catcher,
Steve Monstour, the catcher's neutral and fits. Got power versus right-handed pitching. He's 0 for 3 today, but he's hitting .315 on the season with 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. First pitch is pounded into left field. Unfortunately, just comes up a bit short. Stanberg's able to get under it for the first out. 1 down now.
He thought he can surprise him there at first. And Freddie Knox 1 for 3 with a double. Frederick Knox. That breaking pitch misses outside. Ball 1-1 the count. Remington Sharp throws his 20th pitch in there for a strike. We're even at 1 apiece. Sharp's... Oh, that one right past under Sharp's glove. Bacon stops it in first, or in center field. That's going to be a single.
So 1 out single for Freddie Knox, and in steps Billy LeBoink. Boink favors the high pitch. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today. Freddie Knox at first base with 1 out. The first pitch from Sharp. In there for called strike. Strike 1. There goes Freddie Knox. He's running. Sharp's going to throw to second and not in time because Freddie Knox was off with the pitch. So runner at second base with 2 outs.
It was a good move by Freddie Knox there. Now he's in scoring position. The pressure up even more. That one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count to Gina Torrens. Top of the 8th inning. 3-2 Beewolves. 1-run lead. Fouls that one off behind the plate. We're even at 1 apiece. 2 outs. And this is ball 2-1. Sharp delivering in there. That's an easy pop up in the center field. And the shortstop goes back. Lopez is going to make that for the 3rd out.
Yes, sir. So we're heading into the bottom of the 8th. Beewolves 3 runs on 10 hits. Platypi 2 runs on 5 hits. Charlie Lopez 1 for 2. Hera O'Wugliams 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Willie Bacon 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Bender at 88 pitches and 9 strikeouts now, Tommy. Charlie Lopez, the shortstop's neutral and fit. He's 1 for 2 today.
Is he now?
Lopez hitting .221 with a 1 home run, 14 RBIs. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1 to Lopez. Bender delivers low with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Bender up to 90 pitches, but he's locked in and fit. Swing and a miss, and Lopez was out in front of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lopez was out in front of that pitch, but has fallen behind in the count. That one's outside. Count is evened up 2-2 now. Fiber ahoy. Fiber in, fiber out.
Uh-oh.
That's going to get to Gina Torrance, who's going to dive and make the catch and make the throw for the first out. 1 down, and Hera Williams, the right fielder, steps in. She's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. 1 down in the bottom of the 8th. Bender delivers. In there for called strike. Strike 1. Breakfast in, breakfast out. Fiber ahoy. That one's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Beewolf team wants to remind you to just spend money. Just do it. 2 balls and a strike now with 1 out. Off the plate, 3 balls and a strike. I'll tell you, there's nothing I like better than spending Tommy's money. I'll tell you that. 3-1. There's a roller. That's going to get into center field, unfortunately. A clean single. So a 1-out single in the bottom of the 8th. And Willie Bacon, the dangerous Willie Bacon, stepping in. He's neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a single today. Runner at first does not have a lot of speed. Bender delivering his 99th pitch right there, in there for called strike. Strike 1. Allen's fouled straight back, and now Bacon finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with an out. That's a smash, and that's going deep into right field. That's out of here. That's a memory. So Willie Bacon makes him pay, and he goes deep to right field, 408 feet. Bacon's 5th home run and 16th RBI. You got the fireworks going off in the background. Holy cow. Sky Rodriguez now stepping in, the third baseman. She's tense but fit. But she's 0 for 3, and now at 101 pitches, Bender's starting to show some wear.
Boy, yeah, you know, that last one, he may have missed the mark on. You never know, but if I were to guess, I'd say he missed the mark.
Benson Rushmore is going to come in, relieve Hurley Bender. Has given him quite a final show here. Benson Rushmore comes in with a 5.4 ERA, a 1.16 WHIP, 27 Ks on the year, neutral and fit. He's got about average velocity. A little bit less than average junk. His accuracy suffers at time, but he's fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. He'll be faced off against Sky Rodriguez, the designated hitter. I don't know why I'm slurring my words. 1 ball, no strikes, swing and a miss. And Rodriguez evens the count up at 1-1 with 1 out. That's inside ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Benson Rushmore delivers, and that's going to be hard hit into center field for a clean single. So another 1-out single, and Sky Rodriguez standing at first base for the first time today. Beefcake McStevens, another dangerous hitter. The third baseman's neutral and fit. 0 for 3 today. 1 out. Platypi with a 4-3 lead now. Allen's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike to McStevens. Rushmore throws over to first, but the runner's able to get back. No balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Delivers, and that's going to be into right field. Oh, and that's going to drop in front of LeBoink for a clean single. Scooter Sandbrick, known as an RBI dud. He's 1 for 3 with a single today. Sandbrick started things off in the other inning. Takes the first pitch for called strike. Strike 1. Pressure way up now on Rushmore. That one's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. That's swing and a miss. Scooter Sandbrick did not have a chance at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. A big strikeout here would do us pretty well. That's outside. Count is evened up now, 2-2. Sandberg playing first base for the Platypi. There's a shot. Oh, and that's going to get past a diving Freddie Knox. And Dexteris comes up firing, gets it into home to hold everybody to 1 base. So the bases are now loaded with 1 out. Morton Stanberg stands in.
Stanberg standing in.
Stanberg is standing in. So a double play here would go a long way, and that's going to be caught by Bertha Banks.
Oh, Bertha.
Everybody's able to get back. But 2 outs now. Bases loaded. Dion Bass is up. He's tense but fit. He's 0 for 3 today. 2 down. And Rushmore at 12 pitches is showing a lot of wear and tear. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Bass, the second baseman. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That's low, ball 3. 3-0 now to Dion Bass. Rushmore in danger of walking a run in. Oh, that's going to get past him into center field. And we're going to get 2 runs trying to score. Yep, and they're going to bring in 2 more. It's now 6-3 Platypi. Linda Hand, the right fielder, stepping in. She's neutral fit, 1 for 3 with a single. Rushmore at 16 pitches is now tense. 2 outs, runners at first and second. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1.
What a difference an inning makes.
That's fouled off. Strike 2, and now Linda Hand is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Hand playing right field. There's a roller that's going to take a funny hop. But Knox is able to track it and throw it over. But the Beewolves give up 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. It's making it Platypi 6 runs on 11 hits, and the Beewolves 3 runs on 10 hits. So Hanley Dexter is 1 for 3 with a home run and a walk. Buster Biggs 1 for 3 with a walk. Laura Franco 2 for 4 with a home run. We got to get back in this thing. Hanley Dexter is the superstar shortstop's neutral and fit, 1 for 3 with a home run, a walk, and an RBI. First pitch is pounded into left center field. That's going to be gone. That's out of here. 2 home runs today for Hanley Dexteras. Make that 6-4. That traveled 401 feet. His 15th home run and 29th RBI of the season. And the Beewolves pull in within 2 now of the Platypi.
Well, you got to be careful throwing a Handley, whoever you are. Remington Sharp, they might want to replace him sometime soon. They got to hold out to win this game if they want to make the playoffs. There's fouled off. We're even at 1 apiece now. Pressure's still up here. That one's in there for strike 2, 1-2. He's got him in a hold, but can he convert? 32nd pitch. It's a hit over the head of the first baseman, and Hand picks it up to hold him up. And he's on.
All right, so no outs, runner at first base. Laura Franco 2 for 4 with a home run, a single, and an RBI. Runner at first with no outs. There's a smash, and that's going to get caught by Linda Hand out there in right field. So Laura Franco takes the first pitch in the right field for a fly out. 1 out.
That brings in Ruby Green, the DH. Got a fast runner at first base, 1 out. Top of the 9th, 6-4, Platypi. And this is outside, ball 1. I'm still not sure why they got Sharp in this game at 35 pitches. There's a hard liner to Lopez, who throws the second over to first, and the Platypi have won the game and have made the playoffs. I think they won their playoff bid. The place goes nuts. Nuts, Pete.
Yes, sir.
The double play ball. Well, wow. I mean, so the Beewolves started off strong. They come out and get 2 runs in the 3rd. They hold the Platypi off the board for till the 5th inning. When they gave up 2 runs, got them tied. The Beewolves jump out again in the 7th to go ahead 3-2. But then, yeah, they had that rough inning, the transition where it looked like Hurley started to finally show a little bit of wear, and they took advantage of it. They tagged him for 4 runs. Beewolves get Dexteros gets another home run. He adds 2 to the day. But the Beewolves fall a little short. 4 runs and 12 hits to the 6 runs and 11 hits for the Platypi.
Yeah. We knew we were on the longest winning streak in club history, so we knew we were kind of on borrowed time. But man, losing it on that last inning double play, that's sticking in my craw right there. That just sticks in my craw.
Well, Dex goes 2 for 2, gets 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, gets walk. He does everything. Franco 2 for everyone hit except for Monstour had a rough one. He was 0 for 4 on the day. His average drops all the way down to 312.
He's been very streaky this year. He's not consistent at all.
But
over
look
there
at
for the Platypi.
batting averages, real quick. There's not one that's under 300.
No, yeah. I mean, again, I think we've been the beneficiaries of a good second quarter where we lit people up. But over there for the Platypi, you got Williams, Bacon, and Sandbrick all went 2 for 4. Rodriguez, McStevens, Bass, and Hand and Lopez all with 1 hit on the day. Again, the Willie Bacon home run, that was a killer.
Yeah, I mean it was close game. I mean they also almost everyone hit theirs too. Stanberg was only standing at 0 for the day, but they had 3 batters go down fanning twice. That didn't help them. Bass, Hand, and Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But you gotta hand to the Platypi who needed to win today, and they did. Hurley Bender gets the loss. He comes in and throws 7 in a third innings, gives up only 7 hits, but 4 earned runs, mostly 1 bad inning. Gets 9 Ks on the day, gives up 1 home run. His ERA is now to 4.68. He's 5-4 for the season, so he will end with a winning record as he always does. And then Benson Rushmore comes in relief. He throws 2/3 of an inning, gives up 4 hits, 2 earned runs. His ERA climbs to 5.90. He's 0-1-2 on the season.
And over there for the Platypi, Scott Hughes came in, pitched 5 in the third innings, gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, had a strikeout, giving up a home run. He left with an ERA of 3.22. His record will remain 4 wins and 2 losses. But Remington Sharp, he will earn the win, and he went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, gave up 2 home runs. His ERA goes up to 2.61, but his record improves to 3 wins, no losses, and 5 saves.
That's an impressive record. 3-0-5, not a single loss.
That is a good record. 3 stars of the game, of course. The first star, Hanley Dexter, as the superstar shortstop. Went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and he scored 2 runs, Tom.
He did. For the Platypi, my business partner's brother, the A- ranked center fielder Willie Bacon, number 28, he went 2 for 4 on the day. He got a home run himself, a big one, like Pete mentioned, 2 RBI run. It was the difference for the Platypi and got them in the postseason, I think.
Yes, sir. And then the third star of the game, superstar superstar pitcher, who, even though he got the loss, he still earns a star. Hurley Bender, he went 7 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, and racked up 9 Ks on the day. So, way to go, Hurley Bender.
Yeah, impressive. Even with the fall apart, it's he still did great.
Yeah, I kind of wish he could have held it together there, but Tommy G was 6 hits, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 1 stolen base, 1 strikeout with a contribution of 41%. Pete J was 6 hits, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 2 great catches, and 8 strikeouts, and I get a contribution of 59%.
Wow, 8 Ks. Nicely done, mein Freund. Well, that brings us down to the end of our regular season post-game show on the road here in San Diego. There are 7 other games that were going on tonight that we could tell you about to wrap up the season, to let you know where everybody ended up, Pete. So, I wanted to check the home run down there on the ticker real quick. Hanley ended up with 15. Laura Franco, let's see where he was. Of course, it's not quite the end of the season yet, but coming up right here. Come on. Oh, second.
One short of Jacques Sports.
Yep. All right, so we got 7 games, so the scores are coming in to tell you about. Why don't you start us off, Pete? The hot corners at the Buzzards.
All righty. Hot corners at the Buzzards. Hot corners out early, but the Buzzards come roaring back. It's 6-4 hot corners in 10.
Water Bullets at the Wild Pigs. WB at WP, and the Pigs win at 4-3.
Jack's taking on the Burners, and the Burners jump out early and hold on to win 5-3.
Grapplers at the Moonstars. This is big. And the Grapplers take it 6-2. I think they knock out the Cats.
Overdogs at the Crocs. Crocs take that one 6-3.
Michigan Moose at the Frontrunners. It's a rematch of last year's finals. And the Frontrunners take it this time 8-6.
Freedom in the Gold Coats, and it's Freedom early. And the Freedom hold on to win 7-4.
So
that's the end.
This is how they all end up at the end of the season. Pete, why don't you start us in the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division?
All right, the Pioneer Conference Pathfinder Division, a 3-way tie for first place.
Oh.
the Freedom, the Blowfish, and the Crocodons all end the season with the same record, 26-18. So we got to look at the run differential. The Freedom with a plus 43 will take the division.
Wow.
The Blowfish with a plus 37 wind up taking second, and Crocodons with a plus 32 wind up taking third in the Pathfinder.
Wow, wow. I mean, how about that? I mean, the Freedom. I think it's been Blowfish and Crocs almost the whole season. That's surprising. And now one of those teams may end up getting the wild card, although I don't know. So Uncharted Division, Wild Pigs, New York Wild Pigs were out in front the whole season, and they ended up there 28-16 with a plus 58 run differential. They were a full game ahead of East San Diego Platypi, who were 27-17. We'll see if they had enough to make the wild card after this.
Yes, sir. And then down in the journey, it's the Grapplers with a record of 23-21 will beat out our sister team, the Sandcats, who finished the season with a 500 record of 22-22, and they end the season a game behind the Grapplers. So they are out of the division.
Well, I guess the Grapplers made some moves sort of mid to late season, so that might have paid off for them. Export Conference, our conference, Seafair Division, the California Gold Coats took that division 23-21. They had a one-game lead ahead of last year's second-place team, the team that knocked us out, the Philadelphia Frontrunners, who ended up playing 500 ball at 22-22.
And the Sirloins will take the trade division.
Oh.
The Sirloins, who didn't even play a game in the last week of the season, they wind up taking the trade division with a record of 25-19. They were tied with the Beewolves, so they both ended the season with the same record. The only problem is Sirloins with a plus 58 run differential will wind up taking the division. The Beewolves with a plus 38 run differential will wind up taking second place.
Oh, wow. How about where St. Louis held it for so long? Oh, because of their run differential. And because we lost that game, so they took it. I didn't even know that was possible. They took it back. St. Louis Sirloins, the trade division champs. Curiosity Division, San Diego Moonstars are 28-16, and the best, tied for the best rank. Both it looks like the favorites for the finals will be the Wild Pigs and the Moonstars. Moonstars are a full 3 games ahead of the Sawteeth, who are 25-19, which is a good record. That's our record.
Yep.
And then there's the season standings. What's the wild card? The wild card ended up being?
Well, in the Pioneer Conference, Wild Pigs, Freedom, and Grapplers are all in the playoffs by virtue of being division leaders. The wild card will go to the Platypi. The Platypi with a record of 27-17, a 614 winning percentage, and a plus 40 run differential wind up taking the wild card for the Pioneer Conference.
Wow, those are some happy fans tonight. Talk about the partying. They had to win that game, and they did. And now you got both San Diego teams in the playoffs. So San Diego's the place to be this postseason. The Blowfish and Crocs, tied for first in their division, still don't make the playoffs. Ouch. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially since the Blowfish were so dominating all season long. To see them get that far and then drop out on the last day. Over on our side, like we said, our Beewolves, tied record with the San Jose Sawteeth. The only thing at 25-19, the only thing that put us ahead of them was the run differential, because we played so well these last few games. Wow, talk about making it in on the skin of your teeth.
Yep.
And feeling bad for those Sawteeth. We'll have to try again next year, but not too bad. So that's going to get us to the playoffs, Pete. We're going to look first at some news. There's really not much news to talk about after this. I mean, Billy LeBoink has got some development available meditation for +2 or +7 to his contact and +1 to his fielding.
And Ruby Green feels stiffer than usual, so her fielding drops from a 22 to a 21.
So before we do the playoff thing here, we'll just show you the sign and release and all that stuff. We have $703,946 to spend. So we're not going to do that now. We're going to do a live from the Hive, I think, probably, right? It'd be a special playoff live from the Hive before the playoffs start, because we have a few different options to do, and we could talk playoffs and all that stuff. So we won't make this go too long, but we will show you the playoff berth right here. Are you sure you'd like to start the playoffs? You'll be unable to sign and release players until the off-season. And unable to purchase development opportunities till the next season. Oh. Well, we probably want to do some player development then, right?
Let's see, what do we got?
There you
We got 4 opportunities. Freddie Knox, Smack Avery, Billy LeBoink, and Steve Monstour.
Yep.
Sluggerade for Steve Monstour. Who's the youngest of those? It would be Steve Monstour.
Yeah.
+2 on his power, so he'd be at 72, or a 10% chance he'd go up to 77. He go from 53 to 54 on his contact.
Yeah.
That's 453. Or we could go Smack Avery, the 28-year-old closing pitcher. He'll get +2 on his velocity to get him up to 79. His accuracy goes up 5. Make it 47 or 15, which would make it 57.
That's pretty good.
But there's a 10% chance he can be a K-dud. 57, yeah, accuracy.
That's a low percentage, though.
Yeah, it is. Next, I would go probably Freddie Knox.
Yeah.
His arm, again, I don't even know if I'd go with that. I'd probably go with, well, again, I don't know. Billy LeBoink. He's a +2 on contact, which would make him 77 possible of getting up to 82. That would be very good. Fielding would go up 1 to 74, but I don't know, at 40 years old, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess I'm leaning kind of towards Smack.
Yeah.
Want to do it?
I'd agree. Yeah, I'd agree. Go ahead and pull the trigger on
All right,
that.
we're going to do concealed pine tar for Smack. Are you sure you want to purchase concealed pine tar for $653,900? Yes. It's going to look a little something like this. He's going to get 2 on the velocity, brings him up to 79, and he gets +5 on the accuracy, which gets him to 47. He avoids the K-dud, which is nice. So 79 velocity, 47 accuracy, right before the playoffs. That's a good move. Okay, so now we're going to do start the playoffs, which is going to show us. Are you sure you want to start the playoffs? You'll be unable to sign or release players till the offseason, and you'll purchase player development up to yes.
Who we playing? We made it to the playoffs. All right.
And
All
we made
right.
the playoffs for the second straight season with these guys, Pete. We have not yet missed the playoffs. We came close. Boy, we came real close. And well, here we are. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we get to take on the #1 Moonstars.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna. So it looks like, the. So the home team is going to be the one with the better seed. So over on the other side, I'll start the other side. You got the Grapplers are going to start off their series in Philadelphia, playing against the Freedom. Freedom favored to win that one, the second and third seed. Over down in the other side, you got the New York Wild Pigs are going to play host to those San Diego Platypi we just saw, who are the wild card team, and New York is favored to win that one.
Over on our side of the bracket, you got the Gold Coats taking on the Sirloins, the wild card. No, the the trade division winners, the Sirloins, and then you got the wild card Beewolves taking on the #1 Moonstars in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, boy.
We've got our work ahead of us, pal.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So the playoffs are going to start in Philadelphia. And
How did we do against the Moonstars this year? We split with the Moonstars. We beat them the first time we faced them in Game 18, but then we lost to them the second time at Game 31. We beat them in their building, and they beat us in ours.
Oh boy! All right, the detailed bracket shows you the Grapplers are going to start Lovelorn against Precious in Philly. They're going to come back to San Jose. Muddy Water is going to face Dregler, and when they're going to finish, if they need to finish back up in Philadelphia with Halfberger the third against Francis. Down there in the other division, starting out in New York, Ace von Acesen, one of the hottest pitchers of the season. He's going to be going up against Wes Yogurt. Then they're going to head back to San Diego, where Kerr is going to face Holmes, and then if they need a third one, Hughes, who we just saw, is going to go up against Smesson.
And over on our side of the bracket, you got the Gold Coats and the Sirloins locking horns. Gold Coats are going to lead off the 3-game set with Austin, and the Sirloins will match up with K's. Then the second game we'll have Dapper going up against Snugs, and then if there's a need for a third game, Gold Coats will trot out Herring, and the Sirloins will throw Vanderwink on the bump. And in our very own 3-match set against the Moonstars, it's going to be Hurley Bender against Woodrow, and Beavis Ortiz against Slip Souter, and then Frangipani versus Turnburner.
Wow. Now we got those 3 great pitchers of ours, Bender, Ortiz, Japani. Alicia Woodrow had one of the best pitching records this whole season. Slip Souter is one of the best ranked players of all time. So wow, yeah, we got our work cut out for us. Being league leaders at the end of the current season. At the end of the regular season, the top 10, Jovita Pulo ranked the top player at the end of the regular season, followed closely by Hanley Dexteres, ranked number 2, and number 3, Alora Franco. As we mentioned down there, Slip Souter is ranked 6 overall for the season, so he's still in this. Beefcake McStevens and Scooter Sandbrick are in there, and then Victor Albright. So, yeah, a lot of talent here.
Yes, sir.
Laura Franco ended with the best batting average, followed by Bertha Banks, Hanley Dexteres, and Billy LeBoink. Cheetah Torrens also in there. Dex ended up 1 home run short of Jock Sports.
Yep.
15.
Yeah.
Would you have thought that at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have put it. I don't know if I would have made it a point, but yeah, I mean, he's not really known as a power hitter, really.
No. He ended up with the most hits, 67 hits.
Yeah.
5 ahead of Madoka.
Nance Tools was 60. She's on there. I'm not seeing a lot of Moonstar on these offensive league leaders.
No, yeah. Extra base hits, though. She's at 25. Hanley ended the season with the most extra base hits. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
He crossed the plate more than anybody.
Rhonda Horn. She's somebody we could have picked up.
No big surprise. Yoink Sachs takes the stolen base title.
Yeah. Cheetah Torrens on there with 13, though. Should give it a good run.
Yeah. Wins, Beavis Ortiz tied. Gasser, Jovita, Beavis, and Chuck. Chuck doesn't even have a home right now. I got now ERA, Connor Pitts for the San Diego Moonstars. Got the best ERA in the league.
He's got to be a reliever. One of the relief pitchers. Maybe their closer.
It slips out.
Bartholomew. I was going to say Bartholomew Draculo. He's got no team. He's got a 1.93 ERA.
Yeah. But Slip Souter's a starter. He's got a 2.06.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We're going to have to make him throw Hansel Caruso again. Another one. He's on the top 10. He's got no home. He's homeless. He's a homeless pitcher.
Strikeouts. Look at that. Frangipani ties Jovita Pulo. 72 strikeouts each.
Holy cow, look at that.
But then you got Ace Von Acesen, 67. Slip Souter's got 67. Turnburner's got 67. Alicia Woodrow, 63. That's all on the Moonstars.
Yeah, those are the 3 we're going to face, too.
Wow.
I think it was Woodrow first, right? And then Souter second, and then Turnburner possibly third.
Yeah. Wow.
Gosh, dark. Gosh, dark.
That's tough.
Walks per 9. Yeah. We have the lowest walks per 9.
All right, well, summary. Let's see. Season number 2, 25-19. We made it to the playoffs. Wins-loss record overall 50 and 43. We got a second playoff appearance with us. No championship. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break, but then get the playoffs started later this next weekend. Wow, the playoffs, Pete.
Yep. It's all down to this. This is what you play for. You get the second season, and then every game is for keeps.
Yeah. They're best 2 out of 3 series. So you lose 2 and you go home. You gotta win 2 of each of these. The best possible record is going to be 6-0. the worst possible winning record would be 6-3, because you could win, or you could lose one per series. Worst possible showing would be 0-2, and then you're down. All right. Well, okay, we're gonna let you go for there then. We're just gonna stay in San Diego.
Yeah.
For another, we'll be playing our next game right here in the same building against a different team. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying playoff. Get out of here.